Okay, seems like everything's working. Alright guys, welcome back. My name is Legit Lee, and today I'm doing another streaming video. I've been pretty much doing streamings for the last few weeks here, just because they're a lot easier to set up for the things I'm trying to design. But I will be doing regular videos like I used to. It's just, right now I'm kind of in a pause transition state where I'm waiting for parts to come in, so it's kind of one of those things where I'm trying to wait for those parts to come in while I'm trying to build stuff and test all these things out. I have been working on CNC machine information lately, and that's still kind of on a pause. The reason why everything is the way it is because I'm trying to build a 6-axis robot arm, and I know you guys must have seen some of that information by now. And the reason why I'm pausing on that is because in order to build it the way I want to, I have to build a CNC machine. So it's one of those give and takes. But I have a welder, and I've been practicing welding here and there to help build the machine too. And I've been looking through parts and prices and all that good stuff. So stay tuned for those videos. Once I start getting some stuff in and really like building it the way I want to, I'll start showing you that information too. And then also, what I want to get into was this whole robot arm information. The reason why I'm building this robot arm is for it to be able to control a camera. So, like, the camera I'm using right now is an A7 III from Sony, and it's one of their really top-rated entry-level cameras, but it's really good. Everybody likes it, so it works. I mean, I love it. And this robot arm should be able to control pretty much any mirrorless camera depending on the weight size. I'm trying to calculate that information, but it's kind of hard when I don't have all the weight in the machine built just yet. So I have to do a lot of gear ratio information to have more torque, and then stepper motor driver, heat consumption. There's so much that goes into it that I have to like calculate a lot of information for. So I won't know all the details until I fully start building the whole entire frame, and then putting it together and start testing out everything. So there's a lot of ways to go about it. That's the reason why I haven't really went all in detail yet, and I will be doing that once I build the machine. But first we have to make the CNC machine. So while I'm waiting on parts for that, and cash and funds, because this is all self-fund, I'm not paid by anybody. YouTube doesn't pay me anything. I don't have enough subscribers. I'm a nobody basically. But right now what I'm trying to do is, I've been doing a lot of research on robotic machines that control cameras and stuff, and I stumbled across Indie Mogul. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that YouTube channel. It's really popular. It has to do with people like me that do DIY stuff. These three creators that talk about like how to make cinematic footage with cameras like the mirrorless cameras, A7 lines, and all the other cameras that you can buy that's kind of entry level for a cinematic look. And so there's a lot of people that build stuff that goes for that kind of makes it cheaper for you to make like a cinematic style scenes and stuff. So gimbal, slide cam, steady cam, whatever you got. Those people are actually going to like Lowe's, like how I do, DIY, make the stuff, and then make a video of it or whatever. So so these guys are really cool. There's this guy named Eric Beck that designed this robot arm CNC, like not arm, but it's a robot CNC looking machine. It has X, Y, and Z, but it's cool because it hovers over like his whole shop area. There's like a good portion where it's being mounted up on his shop, and it slides on some tracks that you can get that has to do with 3D printing. Those aluminum excursions, for instance. And then he has like some Z travel that's connected to, he said, some drawer sliders basically you could get from like a Lowe's or a Home Depot or something. And so the reason why I was looking at the information is because I am building a robot arm to control the whole camera stuff. So I was looking at the information. I really liked one of his designs, so I actually snipped the picture of the design because I didn't find it anywhere on Thingiverse or anything. So I figured I'd just go ahead and design it myself from scratch. I looked up to see if I could find it even on Google, because I know there's other places you can get STL files for 3D designed objects from other people like myself. And so you can, you have GrabCAD, Thingiverse, My Mini Factory, all those little, websites, but I didn't find anything exactly for that type of follow focus that he designed. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the picture, place it on Blender. So yes, this is my, I'll say, third time I'm using Blender 2.8 right now, so I'm still kind of new at the information for this particular setup, but I know that a lot of the hotkeys and everything kind of ported over. There's just like some areas that you need to know where to get, where you're trying to get to. Like the UI is a little different, so there's scattered all over the place, and it's one of those things I'm gonna have to be working with, so bear with me here. I haven't really messed with Blender 2.8. I had the beta for a while, but I never really wanted to touch or mess with it because I didn't need to worry about it. Like I didn't want to worry about trying to design something, then it crashed, and I forgot to save at a certain point, and that's the reason why now I have it for sure. And I just dealt with 2.79 for the longest time until this 2.8 just came out this week. So right now we're working on 2.8, and this is how it would be when you first get pulled up a little bit. Now I did change my UI a little bit because I like blue for my bottom grid lines, and that's just because I originally started designing on Tinkercad, and Tinkercad has a blue grid line layout with a white background. So I keep the gray background because if I have anything white or anything like that, I just stick with gray for this. But I do use the blue for the grid lines. I think it originally comes with black, like how this camera is, but I didn't want to worry about using black for everything. It was just I could see it better if it's this color for me. I don't know. I mean, it's for anybody can change however they want. That's what's good about Blender. You can do whatever you want to it, or make it look however you want it to look like. Anyway, so yeah, in here you guys see a few things I already designed. I was designing a shed. My sister recently got herself basically a she shed, and right now we've been kind of going over some designs and stuff she wants to put in there. It's going to be her office because she just started this new job for like what was it, a cruise ship lining company that helps with customer service basically. So she's gonna be like a stay-at-home person, so she got this shed all set up for herself, and I've been helping her with, you know, building things and designing stuff. So I have a lot going on in my personal life, so if you don't see me dropping videos like this, it's because I'm either working on projects or working with something that, you know, regular life nonsense that gets in the way. But for the most part, usually if I'm not making a video every week, it's because I'm really dedicated at trying to finishing off a project. So always subscribe and stick tuned, and like definitely hit that notification bell because I am having a lot of stuff drop soon. I'm just steadily working on things that's taking up a lot of time. It's like, in order to get this thing to work, I gotta make this, and then in order to get this to work, I gotta make that. So it's like one of those things that's just like a kind of ongoing process. So, but I'm gonna keep in tune with you guys. You know me, I like to make sure you guys stay updated. I don't want you to think I'm just one of those YouTubers that start a YouTube video and just not want to follow through with it. I'm definitely dedicated because I'm spending my own hard-earned money on this. So it's not something I'm just gonna throw money to and be like, oh, I don't feel like doing it anymore. No, if I spend my cash, I'm gonna definitely finish what my task. So anyway, so right now we got Blender up. It's 2.8, and right now this is just a regular scene. I'm not gonna do anything to this. We're gonna start from scratch here because if you don't have 2.8 or you just got it and you still don't know what's going on, I'm gonna start from scratch so you guys can see exactly what's going on. So right now we're gonna go ahead and do click, and you can see we're in regular view here. This is perspective, not orthographic. It is still number 5 on your keypad as long as you have the number pad set up, or you can do where you have your, if you're using like a laptop or something and you need to emulate the keys for the number pad at the top because you don't have a dedicated number pad on the side of your keyboard, you can do that still too. You just have to go on your properties. I'm not going to go into all that detail because I don't need to do it. I'm using a regular desktop and a keyboard here. But so if I hit 5, now we're in orthographic mode, and then if I go to, if you click, you can move around the scene here. But I'm gonna get my panel up. So if I hit N on the number pad, then you can see right here we have location and information. Then you have your tools and your view. We need to change our view, so we're gonna change the view for our original backdrop and everything. So Blender uses metrics now. Originally it was set up for Blender units, but now it's in metric, so it's using millimeters. But I mean it's using meters, so like a meter worth of space or whatever. But I'm into millimeters because that's what 3D printing is. I mentioned this plenty of times, and you can look at the other videos for why I mentioned millimeters so many times. But we're going to go ahead and just jump into this so we can kind of make this video short. I don't want you guys waiting too long. I already talked enough. So we're just going to go ahead and start designing. We're going to go into our scene. Right here is this little, it looks like a water droplet with a little bubble. So that's scene. You'll go there to change your scene or the 3D viewport here. So if you go into units, right here you can already see it's already set for metric. And what we're going to do is change this metric to, oh, well, we're leaving it on metric, but we're changing the scale. We're scaling the metric size to millimeters. So you can do it by length to millimeters here. But I'm going to scale my units here personally to 0.001. Now that gives us our millimeters, I believe. Let me just double check. Is that right? Hold on. Length. Yeah, that is correct. So we'll do millimeters and 0.001. See, once we change it here to our millimeters, this changes. You see location is millimeters now instead of meters. So if we change it to meters, let me just show you the difference. Now it does meters. So everything is in meters. So this is millimeters, but this is in meters. Location, and then, you know, if you're moving the cube around and when you select it to like a different plane on the meters side. But we're going to stick to millimeters. That's what I'm using. And you can see it changed. Now you got mm instead, and this changed as well. Got the different stuff. And also, I'm changing my end. Well, it's at 1,000. We can leave it that way, I guess, because this part is not going to be too big. But in the future, if you guys want to see that shed that I'm going to be designing, I'll definitely start making a video probably like next week. And having you guys check it out. It's going to be really decent. It's going to be real world applications. So definitely stay tuned in that. And so now we got our scene set up for meters, but now we need to change our grid line. So you can see there's no more grid line. When we changed from meters to millimeters, our grid line, our blue little hex line actually vanished. And the reason why that is because you're not viewing that information right now. It's not set up properly. So you have to go to grid lines, because this is still showing meters for the grid lines. So you'll have to go to overlays up here, this little drop down menu. And then you'll hit scale, and you got to scale it to the same one we scaled here, 0.001. That will be exactly 1 millimeter of 1 meter. So your millimeters are, I think, like 1,000. Yeah, it's 1,000 millimeters. 1 meter is 1,000 millimeters, I believe. Anyway, so if we go to our overlays, we drop it down here, 0.001, and we hit enter. Watch. Now you can see them. And each individual square is exactly 1 millimeter big. So if we go to 7 on our orthographic view, this is a 2 by 2 square, and how you can tell that for sure is if you look, where is it? Item. Here it goes. Item right here. So you have to click this. That's the difference. Now, originally on 2.79, they had the whole entire layout from top to bottom. All you had to do is just scroll. But now they just have little tabs on the side that you can do it. Makes it a little more easier, because then you don't have to search through all of them. It is nicer. You just kind of got to get used to it. I'm still not that used to it yet, but you know, over time I'll get used to it and just completely forget about 2.79. Anyway, so you can see our dimensions for our cube is exactly 2 millimeters by 2 millimeters by 2 millimeters. So X, Y, and Z. So that is 2 millimeters space. And now if we do wireframe really quick, oh, and I hit Z for that. If you want to do wireframe, you hit Z, and then you just hit wireframe. I don't know if I can view. Let's see, King. I don't know how to get my key layout. I don't remember. Can I do that? Show. I haven't got that far into Blender yet to know. I know you have the ability to do keyboard layouts or whatever, so like it comes up where you can see what I'm clicking. But I'll just tell you, I don't have time to look it up just yet. So anyway, what I'm trying to get at is this is exactly 1 millimeter block and another millimeter, which equals 2. Same thing from this side. And then if we go to front view, where you see top and bottom and the sides and everything, this is the 0 plane. So we're at 2 up, 2 over, you know, so that is exactly 2 millimeters. And you can change the box's dimension to whatever you want. All you have to do is click here. It makes it super simple and easy. And as long as you have your 3D cursor right here, you can import any object and it'll be dead center too. Because the cursor, which you can move at anywhere, if I just hit cursor, and so you can move it anywhere you want, but we're not going to do that. I'm going to put my cursor back to my center if I can get it to snap into place. Or I can undo the movements maybe. Hold on. I forget how to... Oh, Control C. There we go. Hit Shift C for it to get back to center. And we're going to double check our millimeter stuff because I don't know if I just changed it here with doing Control whatever. Got it. Got it. Got it. Okay, so yeah, everything is still okay, I guess. Alright, meters, no, millimeters, there we go. And we are plane view, our scene is scaled to the right scale. Okay, so we're all good. Anyway, so now that we're done with this information, we can start actually modeling what I'm trying to do here. So, the picture I'm going to go ahead and grab, if I view and then go to, where is it? Should have like background image or something. Cursor, view lock. See, that's what I'm saying. I haven't got set up that far yet. I probably shouldn't even be making this video, but you know, it is what it is, guys. You're just gonna have to deal with it. I'm sorry. View. No. Object. God. If anybody is watching and want to comment and let me know where to add an image is at, that would be fantastic, but I'm pretty sure nobody even watching this. I had my views have gone down a lot. I suppose I haven't been making anything like super relevant to anybody really caring, I guess, but it's fine. I do this for me too, so. But shoot, I really need to look this up really quick. Let me do that. Won't take long, guys. Let's just type how to Blender 2.8. Okay, go to Object Data tab, Window, open, click, and browse image. Okay, so Object Data tab. Where the freak is that? Okay, object. Data. I don't see data. Unless I'm missing it. Let's see. Mirror, apply. Set geometry, transform, snap, duplicate, join, paste, collections, animation. Said object. Add. It would be nice if they would just do it here, like add background image. That would be pretty nice. That would be something I would like for them to do. That's interesting. I even Googled it and it's not even giving me the right information. Where is this at? Yeah, I'm not sure. That looks strange. I don't even see this information on here. Okay. I'll probably have to watch a video real quick. Okay, let's just bring that down. Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure you could just drag and drop it. Oh, okay. Oh, you could, but so yeah, I can just drag and drop it. That's pretty interesting. I didn't even think about that. That was dumb. I really should have felt like I should have known that. I guess it's because I'm used to just putting it in. Anyway, so if we just, let me go ahead and grab the image real quick. So yeah, that Eric Beck guy that I was talking about earlier, I snapped an image of the design, and right now I'm just getting it put in. So it's like a follow focus image. Let's double checking this. Yep, that's it. So if I just grab and then drag and drop, now we have it in our view, and then I could pull it. Oh, I guess move it. Kind of move it there. Okay, here we go. So yeah, this is the image that I have, and we can. Oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't know we could scale like that now. It's way better. If I can move it though, that would be nice. Come on, move. There. Nope. Nope. There it goes. Okay. So, right here is what we're gonna be making. Is this guy. So, this is a follow focus system, sort of. Like it has, you know, a hole that allows it to mount on a pipe for your rails. If you ever did any kind of video work, you may have heard of a camera rig, and these are the pipes that go underneath, like with a, you know, hot shoe plate or whatever that connects other stuff to it. So follow focus systems, for instance. And so you can see right here, this design is pretty cool, but like I said, I couldn't find it, so we're gonna design it ourselves here. It's not gonna be the same as that one. I want to make mine a little bit different because I'm always, no offense, a little extra. So, and so what we're gonna do first, we know what we need here. So an NEMA 17 motor, and then there's M3 bolts. See, I'm a designer, so I know exactly what this stuff is because I build 3D printers, so I know exactly of what this part is and what the bolts are and everything. So right here we have a NEMA 17 stepper motor. These are M3 bolts. They're probably be like 60 millimeters or so long. Now I don't know if I'm gonna do that exactly, but that's basically what it looks like to me. And then we have probably like a 10 millimeter hole for this pipe to be mounted with a 5 millimeter bolt and nut. And then right here we have some gearing systems that's connected to the stepper motor shaft. So this is probably like a 2, it could be a 1 to 2 or a 2 to 1 basically. So the shaft has to rotate 2 times for this to rotate once, and that will give you more torque but less speed. So that makes it stronger, but you won't go as fast. So then you can do opposite, where you're having a bigger gear and a smaller gear, where that gives you overdrive, where you're spinning this gear like one time, but it can spin this one twice or something. That would be overdrive. So that's basically you know, robotics and engineering in a nutshell for gearing. So right here I know that this is a 2 millimeter square box that I have. So if I go here, you can see my box is at 2 millimeters, but we're gonna have to scale the image up because the image is definitely not what we need for this size, because we need to make it real life NEMA 23. So if we go, I can just Google search it real quick, but I'm pretty sure, I know that the NEMA 23s are 56 millimeters, I believe, and like width and height and everything. Well, not height, but and the overall front view. So if I do NEMA, right now I'm on Google, I'm just typing NEMA 17 dimensions. And then if I get the specs, I can bring it up here. I mean, I could throw this image on there too, so you can exactly know what the size is. So M3, yeah. So I'll just save image as, and then what? Not open. Hold on, go back. No, go back. Save image as. There we go. NEMA 23. NEMA 17. I'm sorry. DI dimensions. Okay. Dimension. Oh, I'll just put NEMA 17 reference. That's fine. So we save. This is in pictures. So that's good. So now if I go get my image and just throw it on here. So if we go this one and then go back here, grab this and drop this image out. Where'd it go? Shoot. Maybe I should scale this one down. Maybe it got too big. No? That's interesting. Yeah, I have the image, unless it's ultra small. Honestly, I'm not sure. Let me try. I think I could select everything, right? Yeah. Light, cube, camera, empty. Yeah, I only have one image. That's weird. I just drag and drop this one. So yeah, I don't have another image popping up, which is odd. Okay, maybe this image isn't supported. Properties. Yeah, it's not. It's a different type of image. Okay. So it's probably not supported. So then I just need to do. Is it that one? Yeah, that's the one. So I can just save image as the type, not all files, not index. Reference. Properties. Type is a GIF. I'll open it with Paint. Then I'll hit save or file, save as a JPEG really quick. And then we'll do the same. Bam, saved. Good. Now we should be able to drop it out here. Is this the one that's a JPEG? Nope. This one is. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so if I should be able to drop it now without any issues. So if I just bring this out, bam. Okay, there we go. So yeah, GIF won't work. It has to be like JPEG or something. But so this is the image. So we're gonna go back and start moving everything around now. So this image right here shows that we are at 42 millimeters max, or 42.3, I believe. Is that what it says? 42.3. It's hard to see because it's a JPEG and I had to go into Windows and all that stuff. Well, let me open it up with something else. Properties. Change to photos. Hit OK. Apply. Okay, and see how long it can take somebody to like figure everything out. But it works. We're at 42.3 max. And then it's 31, I believe, for the no, get out of here. It's 41, so it's 43 max, 42.3 max, and 31 for the length. But I have one here. I could have just instantly measured it, but I like to see it in real view there. But we can actually check that out. I got, you know, calipers and everything here. So if I measure out with my calipers, the stepper motor, then we are at, come on, That's interesting. Oh yeah, it's 42.3. That's what it says. And this one's showing, yeah, 42.3. It wasn't wrong at all. It's right on the money. And then 31.2 for the mounting hole separations. So let's see, 31. Oh, it's 30.2. So it's 31.02 basically for the mounting holes, which that does say it on there. I was a little confused there for a second. It's because they have this weird mark in the center that was throwing me off a little bit. But so yeah, all those measurement information is correct, and like I said, they are M3 bolts, which that was true too, and the mounting depth is 44.5 millimeters, I believe, deep. So that works. Now we can start getting our stuff set up really quick. So if we do for the X and the Y, we're at 42.3, so 42.3 tab 42.3. Now we know that it is that actual big. So that means we need to get this guy scaled up more, and this guy scaled up more. I gotta move it if I can move it. There it goes. We can do like dead center. I'm pretty sure if I just hit location for that would be 0, 0, 0. That's dead center for that. And then this guy too. 0, 0, 0 would be dead center for this, but I don't know how that really pertains when it comes to this. We would need it right about here, and even that's going to be a little different, and I got my cursor at the wrong spot anyway. There we go. So now now that we have the measurements for that, we're going to move this guy over, scale it, and make sure everything is looking right. And how we're going to do that, we're going to go on the top view. So we're going to need to actually rotate this image here on the side. So if I do, so I can just rotate it, I'm pretty sure, because right now it's at 90. So if I do Y, I guess -90, or I can see the image maybe. Let me see. Okay, maybe not. Oh, okay, I got it wrong. I'm doing the wrong image, and on top of that, it's weird. So let me just change this. Can I flip this? Yeah, okay, so it's actually 180 flats. Okay. So we go up here, then we can see it. So now that we know it's 180 flat, which is completely weird, let me do, see if it's at 180 here, I guess it has to be -180. Does that work? Hold on. Still looks weird because it's like rotated odd, but either way, as long as we scale it up to our box, so this needs to not be as bright because I can't see my box. Copy, paste, view, hide one, show one level. I don't know what that means. Horizontal. Okay, this is odd. I don't know how I'm supposed to. I guess I can just press hide for now. But where's my box at? Oh, there it goes. Okay. So this is our box. So we're like right here. So if I unhide my image, you see how, that's why I couldn't see it. It's because the image was so small. I'm looking too close in. So I just pull this out, move it. If I can get to the center, wherever there it goes, right here. I'm gonna move this out some more. Wherever that center is at, there it goes. And then some more again. This is one of those timely processes, guys. I'm trying to speed this up, but still trying to figure out Blender 2.8, so you guys are figuring it out with me. Congratulations. And right about here, I mean, I get the overall information about Blender 2.8 because I've been working with Blender for a little while now, but it's just trying to find where everything is going to be the little bit of a complicated situation. I mean, I know once I find it, I'll remember forever, but it just sucks to have to do all this extra work. Okay, and maybe a little bigger, just a tad. Now that we have that, we can just move it over and right about there. Looks good. Okay. So this is what a NEMA 23 stepper motor kind of looks like, and well, it actually is the exact measurements, and I have it right here, so we can always double check that. But so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to make that other image work. So this image right here, we're gonna rename it if I can. I'm pretty sure I can rename it if I double click it. Maybe there it goes. Yeah. So this will be follow focus. Follow focus. Focus pick. I'll just take that. And this will be NEMA 17 pick. So we can make things a little easier to understand here. And our cube is going to be follow focus. What? Oh man, I pressed the wrong stuff. Thought I renamed it. Follow. Yeah, follow focus. Try to keep everything named correctly so you don't lose where you're at. Yeah, focus. I'm spelling focus wrong like an idiot. My bad, guys. Alright, there. Follow focus. So, now we just get that other image, this one. But we're going to rotate this guy. Got to do 180 degrees. Bam. At top view now. And this guy needs to be stretched out. That's what I'm saying. It's weird because it's on the wrong side. So maybe it's negative 180. See, no, it's not doing it. Or maybe I can rotate it. I can rotate it. Alright, rotation. Somewhere, location, scale. Oh, this is yeah, this is rotation. So if I rotate it on the... Was it this way? No. Undo that. Z. There it goes. Flip that sucker around. We're at 180 for that. Move him over. And I think how this works is since the this pick is here, let me see if I bring it down. Okay, so that's how, I don't know how I knew that. That was weird. I never did any research on that, but I just figured it works like layers. So like I do a lot of video stuff, so I know about layers. So if you just drag the picture over, it can be on top of another image. And same thing for our box, but since we're in wireframe mode, we can see it pretty clear. And so you can see here, we just need to pull it out just a little more. I know it's a side image, so it's gonna be a little but we can definitely make it work. If I can find the center. Oh, okay, there it is. We're just trying to get the general information from this image. Like I say all the time, you can't really design, like, I mean you can, but no image really out here is going to be the best for, no image is going to be the best for a reference image. It's hard to get them set up completely accurate as much as you want it to be. So you just kind of have to go off of it and, you know, work with it as best you can. So that looks kind of right. So You can see here we got, you know, this part that comes out, so we can start, if we wanted to start modeling this part, we could. I would make this probably, it looks about 4 millimeters thick for the plastic cover plate, and then this back plate that mounts the gear and everything in. This gear is probably spinning on a ball bearing type, which I do have some of these. I bought like a little case of them. They're the ones they use for like 3D printers, linear rail guides for the extrusion that like CR10s have. So I'm probably gonna use some of those and make like a little insert to mount the gear to roll on. So it makes it a lot easier and smooth. Because you always want to make sure you're doing smooth, smooth work. Yeah, see my camera is going ridiculous on me again. So let me just shut that off for a second. It just probably got, oh, it's not even warm. I don't know what happened. Let me just shut it off. Take it out. It does that after a little while for some reason. It's not even really hot, but it's fine. You guys just won't have to see this one for now. Let me just hide this. Alright, anyway, we'll let the camera just, I guess, cool down or take a second, but it's fine. So anyway, where I'm at right now is we're gonna go ahead and start modeling this up. So like I said, this is probably about 4 millimeters thick, and then it goes into this piece that widens out, so maybe it goes from like 4 to 8 or something, so that way it has the hole and everything. So I mean, that's cool and all, because I mean, obviously he needs to make sure that the bolt gets mounted and it can clamp. That's why there's a gap there. It helps squeeze the squeeze onto the actual shaft here. So what I'll do here is we'll start working on this. So let me first, we'll work on the back piece, I guess. So how we're gonna do that, we'll click onto our box here, and we'll do, I'll go into edit mode. Yeah, let's do edit mode, because then I can just pull this way. That'll work. Yeah, we'll do edit mode. Edit, so now we're in edit mode by hitting tab, and then we'll do well, 3 A's to deselect for some reason. Before it was just 2 A's, but now it's 3. Then I hit B to get the wireframe up, grab these 2 vertices. Now we're going to hit E to extrude, and we're going to do it on the X, or the Z, I mean. It's not doing it, hold on. E to extrude up to about right here, so we're at about 3 millimeters on the Y. Well, if this is, oh, that's, I don't know if that's meters. I think that's meters. Yeah, that's meters. After, yeah, okay. I think, I don't know. We'll have to measure it out. We can always do that. Hold on. So if I grab here and, oops, and here, let me do a, no, we need to do, we gotta get out of wireframe. I don't know what that was, but alright. So let's see, wireframe mode, so we need to do this, solid mode, so we can see. Now we can click right here, click right here. Now we'll go, I have measure it already clicked in my information like I always do, so you guys have to get measure it so you can see, but right now we're going to do measure it, and I want to segment, and then we hit show so we can see, and right now it's shown as meters, so we need to change that to millimeters, and then we're going to change the way it looks. So we're on the Y axis right now, so I tend to stick with the same colors. We're in green now, and then I want to change the font. Let's just do 50. I'm just used to that, so I can see real nice. And then that's pretty much it. We can drag over the information, you know, instead of having it right there, we can move it over a little bit, or on this side, whichever one you want to do. But So this is 44 millimeters from the base of where we're starting at for our NEMA 17 stepper motor. So that's completely fine. We can do that. If you want, I like to even my stuff out. So if we're at 44.86, let's just do 45. We'll just round it out to the nearest millimeter. So if we do wireframe, so Z, hit wireframe, deselect, hit B, grab this, and then we can zoom in, and then we'll hit move over here, and then we'll pull up on our Y because we're looking at the top view, so it's not on Z. So if we'll pull back, I guess, on Y. You can do where it's locking into place per millimeter, but we're just going to eyeball it to get it to 45. If we zoom in, it makes it a lot easier. It gets more finer detail. So 45, still not enough. Let's move a little back. 46. There we go. Perfect. So now we're at 45, right? But we have to move all this over to this area because it's going at a slant, which is good because your camera kind of has a curve. You know, you have this curve off for your lens and everything, so it can't be straight. It kind of has to be slanted over a little bit, so that makes a lot of sense. And I don't know if you guys can see that information or not, but right now we're looking at our top view information here. So if we go to top view and we're just move over. Hey Jess, I appreciate you getting on, man. Hopefully you're learning some things here with me. Right now I'm pulling over this over to my, I guess you want to call it to the right, but I don't know, it's changing this because we're pulling it, but it still would be the same as that height even if it was straight. So 45, so we're just pulling it at an angle. But right now I'm trying to figure out if we should be doing it this way or if I should scale it in to get this set up. I'm pretty sure I should scale it in. So what we'll do, because right now we have both of these selected in wireframe mode, so if we hit scale on, so hit S and then X only on the X axis, that'll pull this in. And we can figure out what this is too if we just want to, you know, double check this information, get out a wireframe. Just click these 2 points on our X. You have to hit shift, and then if we hit segment, then it will show us that, but it's not going to show us exactly until we change some information here. Now you can set it up to where it's only one color and all that, but I like to change mine up manually every time I do it, so I know where I'm at. But so if we deselect everything, hit Z, back into wireframe, hit B, grab these again, then we can scale down to where we really want our stuff at. So if I hit SX again, then I would do 20 millimeters just because we're going to be cutting out a 5 millimeter hole and you want to have some more outside stiffness. So say when you start printing this out, if you do decide to print this, you'll have more you know, filament for the infill to be able to hold everything. So SX, pull it in a little right about here. So now we know for sure we're at 20. Then we can just pull this way to kind of match up. Now remember, this picture is slanted, so us pulling it right about here seems right. And then if we want to curve this area over here, say you want to make it look really nice, right here there's a little, you know, point. We can bevel this out. I'm really into, like, you know, curving out my boxes and stuff now, so I bevel a lot, and I like to make it look sleek and nice. So, you know, I would do it for this end and this end. Then we would just like do a slit right here that cuts, you know, this hole out and everything. So we're gonna get really into this here in just a second. So first we need to cut out the center hole here. So how we're going to do that, usually NEMA 17 motors have a 5 millimeter shaft. So I would do 5 millimeters for the shaft, but the 17 motors have a little, oh no, let me just show you. If we go to the picture, let's just bring that down so we can see. They have this shaft in the center, but then the overall outside part is going to be a little bevel that it's like extruded a little more than the flatness of the overall part of the stepper motor. So if we measure that part out, because I don't see that measurement on there, I can use my caliper really quick. It is 22 millimeters basically. It's like 22.7 or 8, 22.8. So what we can do is just do like a 2210 or something. That'll give us enough space to make sure we clear that information. So I'll move this back up. It's right here. It's in my collection, but I don't want it right there. Let's move this down. Okay. So, yeah, now we're just going to get out of this edit mode information because now we're going to start grabbing everything. First, I feel like we should just go ahead and bevel to make everything look nice because we're going to start bullying some stuff out. So I want to make sure that we get all our bevels in first before we start trying to cut away at the vertices and everything. So what I'll do is we'll hide this image and this image. We'll do let's get into solid mode here so we can see. Now this is only 2 millimeters in height, so we're gonna change that to 4 here in a minute, which we can do if I just get out of object edit mode, and we'll just go into object. We'll do item and then just change this to 4, and now it got bigger. So now we have 4 millimeters worth of plastic that will be printed out for this bracket or mounting plate, whatever you want to call it. So now we go back into edit mode. We're going to do edge select. So we hit this right here. It only selects the edges, and I'm going to try to bevel them all out to equal out to each other. So if we just hit that edge and then shift, click, rotate, shift, click, shift, click. Well, I don't know if we have to do this one, but I'll try. If not, if it's looking weird, we'll declick that one. So we'll get all the edges, and now we hit Control B to bevel, and you can see like if we start pulling, it bevels out everything. So yeah, this one is looking a little strange. These bevels here, they're looking a little odd. So we're not gonna click those. We'll declick. If you left click, it gets out of the bevel. So we have, what I'll do these two bevels separately, I guess, to smooth them out a little bit to get those nice corners, like curves. So we'll do these first, all 4 ends. So Control B to bevel, and then we just pull it back a little bit. And then if we just rotate our scroll wheel up, you'll be able to actually see it hit a bracket or add a edge to it, basically. So 1, it gives us 1. I like to work in 4s, or basically, so everybody knows about trying to work with even vertices. So 4, so we can do 2. Really, I can go up to get a little finer. 1, 2. Let's just check that out real quick. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 edges, which is good. We can leave it like that. That looks nice. And then so that did the same as that amount of edges on each end. So if you look here, that got a nice little curve to it. Nice little curve. So now we got all curved out. Looks really good. So now what we're going to do is hit this edge over here. And I'm going to do this one separately too, because I feel like it would mess with each other. So if I do Control B again, a bevel, I'll pull this out. I don't think that's going to work. Yeah, it's not beveling the way I want it to. So what we could do, I could pull that in a little bit, or I'm trying to think what I can figure out for this one, because beveling on this edge isn't all that great. Hitting shift. See, because I mean, it's just going to make it look a little strange. I mean, I could pull it in a little bit to kind of round it out, I guess, or I can do a loop cut right around the edges here and kind of smooth it out that way. So if I do control, if we could just do control R for a loop cut, you see right here we have one, and we'll pull it in right about here. And then same thing with this edge over here, loop cut, pull it in, so about right here. And then if we just pull those cuts out by moving this on our x-axis, that kind of curved it a little bit. You can kind of see a little bit of a curve going on here. Actually, probably didn't need to do a loop cut on this one, so let me just undo those two, because we're curving on this edge here. Let me zoom out a little bit. It's because that edge is pretty big. Good. Pull this in right here, and then do the same thing. We'll do one more. Pull it in about here. So now we can just click on the edge and then pull on the top. There we go. So if we go top view, we can be able to see it pretty nice. Let's move that back and move, grab this edge, top view, pull this back. Now that looks a little curved and I like it. It's not too sharp on the corner areas. You know, we're just making it look a little more neater, I guess you want to call it. A little curvular. Play on words. Anyway, so yeah, that looks pretty nice. Now we have a nice little curve endings for the bracket. So now if we unhide our images here and then go back into wireframe mode, you can kind of see it's kind of curving out nice. I like how the design looks. And we're at 4mm sticks, so that's good. Now we can start cutting out our stuff through Boolean modifiers. So we are going to go out of edit mode. And then what we'll do is we'll hit Z to get back into solid view. And then we're going to go ahead and hit Shift A, add a mesh. It will be a cylinder. And then we're going to change that cylinder's information to 22.10. And then 22.10, and then we're gonna do, let's just do 10 for the height, so as long as it's protruding through this hole here. So now we have that, we can go ahead and just go to our modifiers here, this little wrench. We'll click on this one first and then click on this one next. We're gonna add our modifier. It's going to be a Boolean right here. And we're going to do difference. If we hit apply and click on this guy, hit X to delete. Okay, maybe that didn't do it. Hold on. Undo. So let me go to the top. So do that and do this. Hit apply. Modifiers are disabled. Skipping apply. What? Maybe I got it wrong. Oh no. Okay, let's remove that modifier. Add a modifier, Boolean. Oh, okay. I'm doing it the weird way. I'm sorry, guys. I'm used to Boolean brush, but I just need to add this here. There it goes. You have to use the little droplet. Hit OK. And then I believe now if I hit X to delete it, it's gone. There you go. So now we have a hole. And so now that we have the hole in place, now we have to make the mounting hole. So if we hide this image, so if I do, what was it, focus peak, so yeah, focus pick, and then we do wireframe mode, so we'll do Z wireframe. So now we got to make these mounting holes for the motor to be mounted to. So each hole is, what is that, 3 millimeters. So we need to add Shift A, another cylinder, super quick. And then we're going to make this one 3 millimeters. So we hit 3. We could do 4. I would do 4 just because we're going to be using this as a bracket. We're not needing to screw a bolt into it. Now if it was needing to have a bolt screwed into it, then we're going to be doing a 3, but we're going to do 4 for each one, and then 10 for this. So now you can see it's bigger. So now if we move this, we need to move this this one over. So we're gonna need to be, what was it, 33 millimeters from themselves, 31.2 or whatever. But I need to figure out from the edges where we're at. So let me grab my caliper really quick. And we will do 450. 4. I think it's about 4. 4.5 millimeters from the edge on both sides. So this is how this would work. So if we move here, we're gonna move this guy. Can't really see it because of the white image in the back, but if we just move this guy over to the both edges, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit here so you can see a little better. If I move him over, that's too much. I mean, I can move it regularly if I just, I can keep zooming in, I guess. It wouldn't really matter at this point. That matches up right there. And this matches up over here, right about there. Good. This one's probably up a little too much. I'm bringing it down just a tad. Okay, so it's matching. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to hide this image because we don't need it at the very moment. I'll do that. Now, if you can look, once we zoom in, it gets more finer detail, but we don't need that fine. We just need to move it over a millimeter. So if we do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then by 50, or 5 of these, so if we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then zoom out and do 1, 2, 3, 4, and zoom in and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be center, unless we're not zoomed in enough. This could be 10 millimeters, so I gotta double check. Let's see, NEMA 17. So yeah, it may be, no, it may be right. Oh no, those may be 10 millimeters, I think. So let me unhide, hide those 2 images, and we'll just undo the moves. So we may be doing, I think this is actually, well no. Is this supposed to be 3 millimeters for this? So that may have been right. It's hard to know. I guess the only thing we can do to figure that out is just add a millimeter or a box. So if we do Shift A, cube really quick, do 1 millimeter box. And if we zoom out and just move this guy around, move him over, and bring him up, and bring it over. So yeah, those are a millimeter. So if we're moving 1 millimeter over for everything, then that would be fine. We would actually have that under control. So yeah, see, this more we move in, the more finer tuned it gets. So if we do that, we just grab this guy. We're gonna move exactly 4 1/5. So we'll do that again. Hold on. Shoot. Okay. See, there we go. Pull out of there. So now we do 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we need to move 5 over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I'm not measuring the center. I was measuring edge to edge. So that may be... It's actually 5. We need to move over 5 to the center. Or actually, let me see, 5. Actually, it's 6. To be in the center, it's 6. Okay, so that makes more sense. I'm measuring awkwardly here, so you guys have to bear with me here. So we just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That still looks kind of close. Oh, God. Trying to figure this out can be a little bit of a pain in the butt, but I know... I'm pretty sure the first move that I did was accurate. Because I gotta calculate from it being this edge, so I think I was right the first time. It's because measuring from edge to edge is odd if I'm doing circle, like the center. So that's what throws me off sometimes. But we'll just do the 4 that I was mentioning. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Zoom out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Zoom in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So if we show the picture now. Now it seems like it would line up a little bit, but I feel like it's off because of this picture. I don't know if that's me or the picture or what, but I'm a little confused about that one. I feel like it is off though. So the best thing for this would be just to download a NEMA 17 stepper motor and put it in here just to match it up. That would be actually easier to do instead of trying to redesign a whole entire NEMA 17 stepper motor. Let me see if I can find it. If I have one already. NEMA 23, 17. Planetary gear for it. Oh, well, we can use that information, I guess. Because the planetary gear has a base which allows for the motor. Okay, so yeah, I can do that instead of just bringing the whole motor in there. But I think we should just add the motor. It'd be easier to work around a stepper motor like this. So if we go to Thingiverse really quick, just download a NEMA 17 stepper motor, and I just get somebody's image or 3D design of one. Here we go. Let's just download this file. We're gonna save. Go here. Add it. Unzip this really fast. See, this is exactly why I don't like the streaming too much, because people don't want to sit here and wait hours. I'll be trying to make my videos quick though, guys. I do. It's hard when stuff like this pops up. So we'll go to desktop. That's fine. Extract. Done. So now if we go in here, go to object import, file import STL, go to my desktop, then we have NEMA 17. There you have it. So now our 17 stepper motor is in, and if we do wireframe to solid, you'll be able to see the motor. At least you know for sure it's mounted up correctly. So if we make this, we'll just make this a different color so you guys can see a little better. So what we're gonna do for that, we'll do where are we at? This? No. What am I doing? Hold on. I'm trying to find out. I forget which one it was. I've seen. Oh, this is images? Is this images? No, this is layers. No. Here it goes. My bad. Okay, so add new material. Base color, no. I want to change the color to preview. No, we're gonna need to use different color. We can do like a black or something. I mean, usually NEMA 17s are black, but I'll do yellow. Yellow's fine. Add a little yellow. Okay. And now if we have that set up, that's good on the surface. Add. So that's good. I don't know if I added it to this because I don't see it being changed in color yet. Unless I'm not in the right editor. Oh, there we go. Okay, so now we have our yellow stepper motor. Now if we bring this guy up, just drag it up a little bit, then we can kind of model off of this stepper motor here. It's not going to be perfect. It's going to line up pretty good though. This will help. Let me zoom in a little bit so we can get closer, finer detail. Bam. Okay. So now if we do wireframe, we see that we need to still mount these holes, right? So at least now we know where the holes exactly are at. So I was off a little bit here. I don't know what exactly I was measuring at that point, but things are kind of lined up. You can see that this border line here is not completely accurate because of the reference image. Let me just delete this. We don't need it. And then this guy, we can just move it over to actually work with these. So that's over. Bring it up one. I'll zoom in a little bit. I'm trying to get it centered as best I can. Now that we have this information, go right about there. Bring this down to right about here. Too much, too little. That's fine. So you can see that the overall information is going to be kind of big, but it's fine as long as we can get our stuff mounted to it. So now we just going to Shift D to duplicate on the Y axis because we're looking at top view right now. Then we just pull it down, matched up, Shift and hold. Okay, hold on. So now I got to click on this one and then click on this one. I don't know if I grabbed the right one. That one and you. There we go. So now we can Shift D to duplicate those two on the X. Hold this and bring it over. Good. So now that we have that, we can go ahead and hide our NEMA 17. So if we hit H, and then we are going to go this view, and we're going to do Z and solid, bring this down to right about here. We can go ahead and start booleaning all this stuff out. So we'll grab this one and do another modifier, add modifier, boolean. So we're going to select this, 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 this. Actually, you know what? Maybe we should just do like this. That one. I feel like we should be able to do all of them all at once, but I can do one at a time, I guess. I don't think it's a big deal. And then, so if we hit apply, click on this one, hit delete, cut out the hole. So same thing, we'll do it again. Modifier. Now I know there's a better way of doing this, but it's fine. I don't mind doing it this way as long as I get what I'm wanting out of it. Apply. Apply. If we just hit X to delete, X to delete, do one more modifier here, click on this, modifier, boolean, click on this circle, done, apply, hit X, delete, perfect. So now we have our bracket, which it looks pretty good, and now we just have to get our slit in here to help with this portion. So if we unhide this, get it into wireframe so you can see this portion right here with a circle in the center, we can get that set up now. Now remember, this area is going to get fatter, so that way we can put a bolt through here, so don't forget that. I'm going to just finish off this plate, and then I'll resume this information later on today, maybe, or if not, definitely by tomorrow night when I get off work. So we'll just go ahead and start finishing this up really quick. So this is probably, I believe, those are 10mm holes for the pipes that go on to the camera rig. Camera rig, I guess, pipe. Maybe I should type in carbon fiber. Camera rig, carbon fiber. So the camera rails, they're 15 and 19 for the carbon fiber pipes for camera rigs, I guess. They're rods basically. Support, select, from small rig. Yep. So they're 15mm for the rods. So I was wrong. They're not 10. They're 15. So we can do that. We just have to make a 15mm hole. So if we do Shift D, not Shift D, undo that, Shift A, and do another cylinder, make it 15, and then we'll do 10 for that. Now we'll just drag our information here. If I do hide this image, so all we see is this black line. That's our stuff, so we're gonna just move it, control, I'm gonna try to get it centered as best I can here. So this isn't as thick as I wanted it to be. Probably could have been a little thicker on this side. So we can fix that. So we can make it a little fatter, so that way it has something to really grab onto. So what I'll do here is we'll click on this, go into wireframe mode. Object mode. We're in wireframe already. Deselect everything, hit B just to select these vertices up here, and then we can just scale this portion out. So we'll just hit scale on the X, and I'll widen it up just a little bit. We don't need it too much, just enough to where we have enough to like grab onto. So I don't know what the measurements exactly as that is, but it doesn't really matter at that point. So now if we just zoom in, we can kind of even it out a little bit here. So if we have, looks kind of even. So if we like turn sideways here, try to see it top. Now we're in perspective instead of orthographic. I hate when I do that, but it happens. So yeah, it's not too bad. It looks pretty even spaced out right there. I think that would be a good cut. So we'll do that. We'll do this one, and then we'll do another modifier. This is just one of those things where you're just doing a lot of modifiers for, guys. I'll click this, hit apply. So now we just have to delete this one because we don't need it. And if we do our solid view, you can see that it has the hole cut out. But we have one more hole to cut out, and that's going to be the slit that helps mount everything. Matter of fact, we probably should move it down a little bit so that way we can have the bolt go through. I wasn't even thinking about that. So we didn't, I did undo. So wireframe, undo the bowling, and bring it down and bring it over. It's about there. Looks okay, I guess. I don't know. Let's see what the image looks like really quick. So follow focus. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I was pretty much on the money. See how close that was? So yeah, we can do that. Get out of there. And then we'll do, we have to cut this, but first let's just go ahead and bring our box in to cut out that slit. So we're gonna do Shift, not D. I don't know why I keep doing that. Shift A. We're gonna do a cube, and let's make this 3 millimeters. I think would do all right. All right. Yeah, 3 millimeters or 2 millimeters ain't bad either. We can do 2. We can leave it at 2, but we're just gonna need to extend it. So on the Y, let's do 8. No, I'd do like, let's do 20. That looks okay. Whoa, I'll do 50. It's fine. Okay, so now if we just move up, drag it out, move it over, and this would probably be like a 45-degree angle type of deal. So if we want to get it centered up right about here, and if we do rotation and just type in 45 degrees, so 4 5, that's pretty close. So we just drag it over. I'm pretty sure if I rotate it a little more, just to make it a little straighter, it's probably like not exactly 45, but close. It's really close. What about there? Okay, so it's about, what is that, 40 for the rotation? It's 41, so let's just do -41. That looks good. So now if we just cut this out and this out, that'll give us what we need. So we're gonna do add a modifier to this guy for this one, hit apply, and then if we do it again, add another modifier, bowling for this one, hit apply, and then that will be it. So then we have to click on this, delete, oh, not that, X, delete, click on this one, X, delete. Now if we do Z, solid, wait, what happened? Oh, okay, messed up. I needed to move this on the X. I gotta scale that up. I mean on the Z. I need to do 10. There we go. Now we can do it. So if we add our modifiers now, boolean, not to that one, not that one. You need a boolean. So we add modifier, boolean, click, apply. So if we delete, that's gone. Add another modifier, boolean, drops, click, apply, X, that's gone. So there you have it. So we literally made the bracket that he has. Now we just have to scale this portion out and make it easier for us to use, basically. I don't like how that's really looking right there. Maybe we should go into edit mode here just to see what's going on. There's a lot of faces going on in here that I'm not enjoying. Yeah, I don't know why that's looking like that. It's like I had two faces that were booleaned out. There it goes. Gotta go all the way back, guys. All the way back. Okay. So if we move this guy up, let's double check. Okay, that's good. So let's get this. I'm sorry it's taking so long, guys. I'm trying to make this quick, but I want to make sure everything's looking right too. You know, I don't want anything to be looking screwed up. So click that, hit apply, done. Let's delete it, get it out of our face. And then you see now it looks normal. It doesn't have that weird vertice on top of vertice or face on top of face thing going on. And that's not what you want. You don't need any extra faces because that throws off your design. So now if we hit apply, delete this one, X, good. Now everything looks normal. See, the normals are looking right too. And we can check the normals if you want. All you have to do is go here, I believe. Or is it... Was it in there? No. This one. God, I can't remember. This one? No. I can't remember right now. I'll figure it out. I know it was around here somewhere. I just can't remember where the normals were. I thought it was in here. But it's not. That's weird. I must be hallucinating here. I don't know what's going on. Alright, but anyway, so you have this portion. All we have to do is just scale up this area. I don't know how fat we need to scale it up to, like how thick this image is right here. It looks kind of like, I would say, a good 8 or so. So we can do that on this side. See, about 8 millimeters. So if we do deselect all that and then go on to our right orthographic view, wireframe mode, and we're going to do select basically all the top vertices. So like these vertices right here we don't really need to mess with. We probably should do like a loop tool right here, a loop cut. Yeah, we could do that. Do a loop cut there. Do about 4 of them. And then the same thing on this side. Come on, where are you at? There it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll help when we're trying to remodel mode this whole thing. So if we do this side, show, deselect, and we can hide this information. Let's go to view. We don't need this information anymore, so we can just delete it. We already know where we're at for that. And then if we do B, and then we're going to grab all these vertices right up here. I think that would work. Oh, we're not doing vertices, my bad. We need to do vertices. There we go. So you can see on this edge, oh, that's not looking right. Make sure we're looking at this right information here, solid. So we need this vertice, really this vertice and that one. So all these back here on the top, we need to pull up. So if we do 3, and then we do, what is going on with this bottom portion? Okay, okay. So yeah, if we do Z for wireframe, B, so we need to just grab all these vertices right here, and then pull this up 1, 2, 3, 4. See, now that gives us 4 millimeters. Now, say we don't want this to look like that. I mean, this gives us 8 from down to the top. Say we want to slant this, though. That'll be easy to do. All we have to do is just zoom in, hit A to deselect, and then we can hit C, rotate our scroll wheel up, just to grab a few of these vertices, like right up to there will be fine. Hit B, and then we can hit G if we want and move it. G will help move them around a little bit. I mean, I'm not a big fan of G, that's why I don't really use it much. I'll just usually pull down what I want. But we can zoom in. So what I'll do, I'll start off, I like being really meticulous. So what I do is I'll grab B, grab this stuff right here, bring this down. It's about, oh no, let me grab all these right about here. Then I'll bring this down to like a slant. It looks a little weird right now, but you'll see what I mean in a minute. Grab these, bring this down a little bit. It's too much. Okay, grab this, bring this one down. Grab this, bring this one down. I'll see if how that looks. It may look a little strange though. Yeah, it's looking a little off. Definitely off. What is going on? Why do I have like double vertices over here? That's strange. I shouldn't be having double vertices. Let me go into bring our stuff back down. I shouldn't be having this look like that. Is this strange? Oh, all that's up. That's odd. I don't remember doing that. Okay. Z wireframe, let's bring it back down to normal. Solid. Yeah, see, now it looks okay. That was very odd. See, we have this whole face over here selected, but not this whole face, because we're only doing vertices. Let's see. We wanted those, those are grabbed. Now if we pull them up, see what it does? It's strange. I don't know why it's doing this extra vertice move. So let's see if there's something going on. This shouldn't be, I only did an extrude. Is there another vertice in there? No, there's only that one. Yeah, I don't see another one. I don't know why it's doing that, though. That's strange. Should just be able to pull it up like any other vertice. Maybe it's because this doesn't have another loop in it. We can delete this, I believe. It may, well, yeah, maybe, we'll see. Hold on. So if I add here, hit X and dissolve edge, there it goes. That'll help out. And maybe I'll do it for this side too, so that we won't have this extra edge on here. Yeah, and then the same thing underneath. It could be throwing off some stuff. It's because we already have an edge right here. We just created one, so we don't need these edges. Okay, So that's better, I hope. So now we have that. Let's see if me pulling this up will make anything weird. Yeah, it still does that. That's so odd. It should be pulling up all this like whole area over here, not just this one little vertice. Because see, if I do it on this side, it pulls up the whole thing. But why isn't this one doing it? It's like it has another vertice in here somewhere, but I can't see it. Let's go to wireframe. Man, that's so odd. Let me hide this image. Yeah, I don't see no other vertice in here to be doing all that. Usually there would be like an extra one or an extra face. Let's try faces then. Solid. So yeah, this one whole thing is a face. Okay, let's go edges. Bring that one down. I didn't clip anything. Like if I pulled it out, it's gonna move this whole thing. So that's very odd. What I'll do is, we don't need this center one, I don't think. So I can dissolve these two. So let me see if I pull this up. It still does it. Why is that happening? Is it this? Are you the culprit? Dang, that's so strange. Like, if I did an edge, what would that do? Nothing, right? See, that's what's weird. It's like it doesn't want no other edge, it just wants this one. Okay, fine. Whatever. As long as I can move it, I can move this edge if I want to, and then add another one down here, I guess. Okay. Let's just go ahead and edge select this. We're gonna delete this edge. Move this edge over, so if we hit G, that moves it around here. So I should be able to go back into this one. See the problems you can run into when you start trying to 3D design something? See, now it looks like it'll move everything, which is good. That's what we want. Okay, so if I go on this side, wireframe mode, orthographic. So yeah, now we can be able to do, or we're pulling everything the way we want. So if I go this way, hit B to grab all these, pull them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I need 4. That'll be 8. And then A 3 times, which is weird. Grab these, pull these down. 1. Or we can do, I really feel like I should be able to manipulate all those using G, I believe it is. G. Or B to select all these. Then hit G. Not B, G, G. I know there's a way to manipulate vertices the way you want it, but honestly I can't even remember right now what the key function was. But what we'll do, we'll just do one at a time to kind of, we're trying to get a slant going on here, so that way it kind of protrudes out to be something, but not exactly this high right here. See how this one is? I'd rather it go slant with this. So if I do deselect those, just grab this vertex, these vertices right here, bring these down, to about right there. And then deselect those, grab these vertices, bring these down to about right here. So doing one vertex at a time can be a pain in the butt, but it will help out to what we're trying to get at. Bring it down right here. Bring this down right here. Somebody right? Change the window. Dang, I was not reading any of those comments there, Jess. I'm sorry. Hopefully you're still watching. But you can see what I'm dealing with. At least you can actually view what I'm dealing with here. So yeah, let me get B. Was it? Yeah, B to grab these and bring this down here. B, grab these, bring this down. B, grab these, bring this down right here. Still watching, appreciate it, Jess. I wasn't sure if you just got off. It's like, man, this guy's not even listening to me. Why would I want to keep watching this? My bad. So let's see. We'll do Shift. No, Z. Let's see what it's looking like. Solid view. So it's not too bad. I mean, it has a little bit of a slant, which we want. This side over here could be slanted down a little more. I'm gonna do that. So like right here could be like a little bit of a more of a slant. So if we go like right here, you can see I don't like that. What was that about? This right here needs to come down. It's because I don't have a do I have a vertex over here? I don't have another. I got a loop cut or like drag this one out. So let's see, edge over here. GG, bring it back. Okay, I can't do that. Or maybe I should just delete this one. Why is it doing that weird flickering? See that? That's weird. Let me just do another loop cut then. Will it add a flicker? No? Alright, cool. Alright, so if we do this one, we'll add this guy 3, zoom in, and bring it down a little bit. What in the world's going on? I brought it down and nothing's happening. Oh, you are acting like a punk. Look at this. Look at that weirdness going on. God, it's so strange. I feel like that's because of the bull tools too. Like I'd had this problem before where like bullying out too much causes issues. I don't know how that's even possible, but it does happen. So let me dissolve these edges. See that? I mean, that's a weird looking scenario here, but it's not too bad. But I do want to have a nice little slant without this weird bulge going on over here. So we're going to add loop cuts, but I want to see what it's going to do when I add them manually. You see, look at that flicker. You didn't see that, but I saw it. So if I do that, watch when I see this over here in this area. Look at that. What is that? Why is it doing this? I'm so blowed right now about this. I don't know if that's something with Blender's 2.8 stuff, because I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. Shouldn't have those issues, but I am having them, so yay. So happy about that. Now if I bring it up, what's it gonna do? Is it gonna look weird? Let's see. Okay, nothing weird so far. Look at that weirdness. God, it's so strange. Why do you do this? So if I... Could be a bug. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, man. Like, it shouldn't be doing that at all. Like, I'm so blowed. God. If anybody from Blender is watching this, please fix if it is a bug or say something to me. I need to know. That was just weird. But it definitely shouldn't be doing that. Alright, G. We're going to move this guy over to here. And then I'm going to pull him up to about here to kind of even out everything. Now let's see if that looks strange or not. I mean, even if it comes out, it may be a bug in Blender, but it may not affect our slicer program. That's what's crazy. It's like you can design something in here, and if it seems strange, you may still be able to get away with murder. But see, look, I add another loop cut, and it does this weird... I don't know what you want to call it. Double vertice face, I guess? I don't know what you would call that. Yeah. And Jesse, you wanted me to get 2.8. It's all your fault. No, I kid. I'm playing. Okay, so if I deselect, hit B. Let's just pull these down a little bit. Solid. Are you in Eevee or Cycles? I don't even know. I'm designing, so I don't know what one that would even really be, but if I do wireframe, let's go solid. Even in the other one, so solid mode. I can go to, how do you see what's the render information? Is it here? No. Single layer, rendering combined. Where is the render? Okay, yeah, I'm in Eevee. So if I do cycles, let's see if that does anything. Still showing it. Still weird. And then let's see, workbench. Still showing it. So it's just overall a pain in my butt. But it's alright, I guess. I don't know. Like, I don't know what to say about this. I have no clue whatsoever to say. So, but I know what I am going to do. I'm going to bring these vertices down a little bit. Let's see. I mean, we're almost there. We're just having this little bit of a hiccup. I kind of like the design. I just want to move this up a little bit. Move that up just a tad too. Is it connected to the face? Well, it should be. I mean, if I hit faces, it's all connected, and I didn't see no, if I do wireframe, I don't see no extra vertices in here. That would indicate that it isn't. See, there's only 1, 2, right? So there's no extra vertices or extra faces in here for me to, like, click. So if I pull it out, it should pull out just fine, right? Or like if I pull it in, see, that's when you start seeing problems, when it's like overlapping a face, right? But why is it doing it already by itself with just a regular loop cut? You can try to delete the face and make another face in its place. I guess so. I mean, that is a possibility. I guess I'll try that. So let's do grab X, delete face. And I don't want to delete that face just yet. So let's do edge select, grab, 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 and grab F to face. See if we still have that same issue if I add a loop cut. Loop cut. Still have it, even with deleting the face. Now if I delete all three faces, I would have to start all over. And I guess I can do that. We'll try that out. Face. Select this face, that face, that face, X, delete faces. Now if we just do select in the edge, this edge, okay, so there's an edge here, but I did delete the faces, but I didn't delete all vertices, so this will be one complete face. You didn't delete the face. What do you mean? I did just delete it. That was the face. I need to delete these edges, I guess, the extra vertices. So what I'll do is go to vertice mode, grab, 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 and grab, and then X and dissolve vertices. So now if we grab this edge, grab this corner and this corner, and just double checking all around these edges here. Hit F to face. Oh, now I did. Okay, yeah. Okay, so now we deleted all the vertices and all the edges. So now if we do a loop cut, and just do 4, so that's what I'm trying to aim for here. And I move 1. Why does it still happen? I don't get this. This is crazy. Oh, Blender. You never cease to amaze me with the weird stuff you throw at me. Now, see, if I was designing this in Fusion 360, it would be a different story. I would not have this many problems. But we're at that point, so it's fine. I'm not even mad. I'm just dealing with it as I go, I guess. So if I just grab one, pull it up, that's what it should be doing. Like, I shouldn't have to worry about manipulating my vertices where I can't pull or drag it around and stuff. I want to make something clean though, so I'm going with that guy's design, but I'm gonna like go off of it a little bit. I want to make something look, I want it to look really cool and sharp-ish with some curvular corners. So now that we have that, I like how this is looking. This little like curved out top layer-ish thing going on. So if I do Z, I'm gonna bring it down so it can kind of still be a little flush. But yeah, that's looking kind of nice. I like that like curve that I'm throwing out here. I'm gonna pull this out a little bit. It's about there. Now you have to delete. You have to delete doubles. What do you mean? What is doubles? I didn't see any doubles in there. I mean, I just need to really just check my where is it? Oh, here it goes. I knew I found my normals. Oh, yeah, let me check my normals. Let's pull them out. Double check those. Yeah, they look alright. All the normals look fine. Those aren't normals, those are doubles. Just select and remove doubles in Mesh Options W. So I guess I'm gonna have to be in object mode for that because it's not showing me. I'm hitting W right now and it's not pulling up, so what? Oh, okay, that's why I'm not on. I wasn't clicked on it. W. I don't see it doing anything. Remove doubles in Mesh Options. Mesh. Normals, flip, weights. I don't see the doubles anywhere. Shading, weight, smooth. Alright, yeah, you can talk to me later about it. It's cool. But yeah, I don't see them anywhere. I haven't messed with nothing like that. Up. Is it modeling? No. Split knife. Faces. Yeah, I don't see it. I'm lost right now, Jess. But it's alright, man. As long as once I put it out to my information, I'm gonna see it here in a minute. Well, yeah, at least as long as my normals are looking alright, I'm happy. I don't want my normals looking weird. Transform, scale, rotate, measure, extrude, all that good stuff. Poly. Yeah, I don't see anything about what you're talking about. But yeah, you'll just tell me later. We'll figure it out. But right now, so we have this information. We'll pull this in a little bit. I kind of want to have. I like sharpness, but I don't want to have anything weird going on. So I want to have like. Right now I'm just crazy modeling after what he did, and I'm trying to make it look kind of cool. Like I'm gonna have my own like way of looking at things, I guess. So this pull follow focus stuff will be pretty clean looking, I believe. Just trying to make it look like a jagged edge type, robotic looking, I guess. But it's looking nice. It's not too bad. Probably should bring some of these vertices up a little bit. I mean, I know it's supposed to be at a slant, but I can pull this up. On this side up. I get these vertices to pull up. Let me do wireframe. We'll grab all these vertices right here. Let's just do C. Grab these right here. Cut out a wireframe. Go solid. Pull them up a little bit. See, now this is weird. Like this side over here got pulled up strange. That's just odd. Oh man. Blender, what are you doing to me? I'm not deleting my stuff either. I'm gonna leave it that way. I don't care. I'm not finna try deleting all my stuff. Pull that up, pull this down. Now we're just working in one vertex at a time here, I guess. Trying to even out my norms. Okay. That doesn't look too bad. So we have enough mounting bracket information. And then, like I said, we have that 5mm bolt that's going to go in over here. So we can go ahead and start getting that attached. Then I can print this out, and I probably would do ABS just to make sure it's strong enough, and if the motor ever gets kind of hot, you know, from overuse or something, then at least it won't melt the like it won't because PLA probably would melt with a hot motor. So, and then plus I can add like epoxy resin that will help shield some of the heat. So you have that too, or you can, you know, you can always do nylon or all the other intense filaments that take a lot, but honestly I'm not trying to do that. So let's see, we have this, and now if we go out of edit mode, we go into object mode. It looks pretty legit. I want to pull this out a little bit, kind of like form the shape, because it looks too like weird right here. I want it all to kind of coincide with itself. So let me just grab this vertice, pull it out a little. What in the world? Why is there two vertices right here? I'm glad I did that. I didn't see two vertices. Okay, let's do B. Yeah, there's two. Pull this guy out. So there is two vertices in here. I wonder if that's throwing it. I know, that's what I'm thinking, is like these two vertices right here could be doing it, but I don't see no other overlapping vertices. I know that's usually what flickering consists of. I'm surprised that there's two in here, because I don't remember adding anything to this spot. So we're going to...
Hey, I get juice. Daddy, hey, I get juice.
Now I just have to get the vertice set up, so... Let's see, if we're going to do... I want to make sure I'm selecting the right vertice in here. So let's go into solid mode again. Pull this. This vertice is connected here. So we'd probably need to pull this guy out. Look at that. Look at that extra vertice right there. That is not making any sense. I don't know where that came from. God, that's so stupid. Is there another one in here? Yep. What the freak is that about? How many is in this guy? Oh man, this is terrible. I'm glad I found it. Maybe that's what was causing my whole issue. Let's see. Yeah. So there was two in there. Okay, so let's see if I do a loop cut, will it still do some weird junk? Can I pull my no, it's still doing some weird stuff. I don't get this. I'm gonna dissolve these vertices right here. We don't need them. I don't want them. They're just in the way, causing problems. So let's check underneath. Looks good. Hit X. Dissolve vertices. Wow, what was that? Look at this. That is insane. Why are you doing that? That makes no sense. You're connected right here, buddy. What if I dissolve this vertice? Ooh, man. That's insane. Alright, so what I'll do is just move these vertices around instead of just trying to delete them. So I can just get them really close. Let's move you out, pull you down. Let's just grab you, pull you up, move you over. I got a message on Facebook. Oh, yeah, I'll check that video out later, Jess. I appreciate it. And pull this guy out a little bit. Bring it down a little. Maybe not too much. Bring it up right here. Messing with my vertices. Gotta mess with my vertices. I hate this freaking mode, man. Leave me in object orthographic. Stop throwing me into this stupid perspective mode. Alright, I guess that kind of works. There's too many edges going on over here. Let me see if I could delete that. Maybe that could be causing a problem too. So I'll do this, grab this edge, X, dissolve edges. Okay, so let's go back into this mode. Can I pull you out? Are you gonna be doing anything weird or stupid? Okay, no, looks okay. Sort of. What in the world was that? Look at that. Boop. Boop. God, this stuff's so ridiculous. We're gonna leave you right there. I'll move you over this way. And try to straighten you up just a tad. Right about there. Bring you down a little bit. Move you straighter. Move you straighter. Put you up. Move you straighter. Now if you just orthographic, yep. Go to 7. It's not bad. I kind of like the design, even though it was giving me a problem. Let's see, just select everything and then right click to merge vertices on by distance. Okay, we'll try that. Wireframe, select everything. You said right click, merge vertices. Where is that at? Merge, merge. I don't see merge on here. Extrude, bevel. Smooth. Okay, merge. And by distance. Okay, so let's see. Oh, maybe that did fix it, Jess. I mean, I know if I pull all the way out there, it's just gonna look weird, but yeah, I think that did fix it. Good. Wow, that was weird. Well, at least we got it fixed. Thank you. Okay, so like I said, I want to do a little tweak here and there to make it look a little cooler. we're going to undo this wireframe. Try to speed this up now that I know what's going on. Hopefully everything is set up right. So I want to do like a circular, I guess like a triangle box form. Something that looks like digital or something, you know? I'm really into this digital stuff. So if I do grab this here, pull this out a little bit. I like edges for some reason. I like sharpness for some things. I mean, unless I'm touching it, I don't want it to be sharp, but I want it to look sharp. I don't know how to explain it any better than that, but there you go. There's my explanation. Alright, triple, grab this, pull you out a little bit. I want it to like some kind of weird knife or something, you know? Yeah, that looks pretty nice. So if we do, where we can see it, solid, and let's just change the color, why not? Is it here? Yeah. We're gonna change color to red. And okay, assign. I don't know if that's how you do it. Maybe I'm not viewing it right. There it goes. Okay. So yeah, it looks pretty nice. Nice little red. Kind of match up what we're making here. So we have some thickness here. I don't know, that back is looking a little too up. Maybe I'm not looking at it right. Wireframe. This right here looks a little weird. I don't know if it's too high. I'll double check. Yeah, it is too high. Grab this. Pull you up, no. Grab only this. Pull you down a little bit. There we go. Grab this. There we go. Grab this guy, pull him down. Good. Grab this guy, pull him down. Grab this guy here. Pull him down. Okay. You. And you, buddy. This guy too, I don't know, it looks a little too high. Just a little bit. Right there. Alright. Solid. Let's see. Out of this stupid junk. Alright. Yeah, looks good. Nice little weird edges and stuff. I like it. It's nice. Then it's still got like a little curved areas. And this one we can curve it out a little bit too. But I kind of like, well, yeah, I guess I could curve it right here. Deselect, wireframe, B. Grab that. So let's do top view. Grab both of those. Curve it a little bit in. Right about here. Looks pretty nice. Solid. Good. Okay. So now we have finally done this portion. So we could just boolean cut out a hole through here that'll be for a 5mm bolt. So if I do 7, object mode, shift A, cylinder, this will be pretty quick. So we do 5, 5, and we'll do, I don't know, 200mm high. And the reason why I'm doing that is because it's super long, and then if I do rotate 90 degrees, pull in over here, we'll drag it up, control pull, it'll lock our snap into place, and then 3, move over, control, it's about there. Looks good. Looks pretty good. So now we know what our the thickness of the 5mm bolt is. Now that could work, but we want to still have this picture's information. So like if we go to top view, we can see and like hide everything else in wireframe. We'll see this bolt has a little indent to sit in, has that groove. So we want to kind of have that groove still. So how I'm going to do that is we can do model a bolt. Basically, I can do one from scratch, or I can just find on Thingiverse really quick just a bolt. So that would probably be our fastest way to get this done since we're trying to do this quick. Let me go to Thingiverse really fast. Find 5mm nuts. That's what we're doing. We're trying to get a 5mm nut. Come on, there's gotta be someone in here that designed it. Because a lot of people design nuts and bolts all the time. Come on, come on. Wow, this is weird. I haven't found one yet. I know there's in here somewhere. How about 5mm bolts? Maybe it'll come with a nut and everything. That's strange. And I guess I can model a nut. I have nuts around here. That's just weird that I can't find one right now on Thingiverse. This will definitely be my go-to to find all the pieces I need. Oh man. This is strange. I really feel like I should have found one pretty quick on here. Where are you? I'm scrolling. Yeah, I don't see the bolt anywhere. It's weird. Okay. Nuts and bolts, maybe? Oh, here we go. If I just type in nuts and bolts, they have 8mm nuts. This guy has M3 to M16. So that's nice. Just some nuts and bolts that I use when calibrating my machines. Okay, so let's download this. See if we can find a 5mm bolt. Okay, downloading. Okay, we downloaded it. Where is it at? Open. Let's unzip. Open archive. Yeah, they have a 5mm STL. So I'll just send downloads, yeah, extract into downloads. Okay. There. Now let's see. Where is it at? Just extracted it, right? Oh, there it goes. So we have 520. What is this? I'm just opening it up in Cure real quick just to make sure I import the right information. Come on, hurry up, hurry up. And yep, okay, so that's good. We have a nut and a bolt, so that's great. We have something we can actually physically view. So we go to File, Import, STL. It's not on desktops, it's in my downloads. I don't know how I'm supposed to get to that here. No. Okay. Documents, no, D, no. Okay. Let me just drag it out of here. I don't got time for all this. Let's just put it on desktop. Now I'll go back to desktop, and there it is. Yay! Now for this. Now if we go down, it should have been added in somewhere. Where are you? There it goes. It's all the way the hell out here. Volumes? What is that? I need to center this. Well, first I need to delete the stuff I don't want out of here. So let me move it back here. So all I want is the nut. I don't need the bolt. So nut's gonna cut out so I can see everything. So, let's do edit mode. Let me get the normals off of here. Bam. And deselect those, select this, hit X, delete the vertices, bam. Now we go back into object mode, and you see it's all the way out there, so now we got to, what was it? I believe it was, I can't remember how I center this again. Is it origin, set origin, here we go, to center of mass, there it goes, perfect. So we set the origin to center of mass, we move this over here, that looks okay. Let's zoom in here a little bit so we can see. So now we're gonna have to go to front view, rotate at a 90 degrees, front side view on the right. We'll pull up and move over to right about there. Looks okay. Well, as long as it doesn't hit this, we can go a little over here. It's right about there. Looks nice. But then, like I said, we have all this going on. So if I rotate it another 45 degrees, no, I'm lying. That's probably like 15. Okay, 30. Okay, 30 degrees, my bad. And then we'll bring it down. It's matching perfectly. I guess a 8mm bolt is, a 5mm bolt is basically 8mm thick. I did not know that. Oh, never mind, okay. And then, so what I'm gonna do is pull these vertices around this area up so we have enough space. So, we'll click on this guy. Hit tab to go into object mode, deselect everything, make sure, grab these guys, we're going to pull them up. We'll snap into place too, right about there. Oh god, it's stupid. Oh, help me hide this picture. Bam. Now let's solid mode this and see where we're at here. Not bad, not bad. Go back into wireframe. So if we pull up some more, let's say about there looks okay. You just really want to make sure that our stuff isn't cracking under pressure. So we have that. Let me just go back into solid mode here. It looks okay. Not bad. Okay, so now we have this. We can go into wireframe, go back into object mode, grab this guy, pull him up. Come on, move up. Looks like enough space. Now if we go to our back view so we can see what's going on here, go to solid, Move this guy over. We just need it to barely extrude out. We can actually scale this out. I would scale it out because this is probably a legit setup for the bolt's thickness for a 5mm bolt. So if I just hit scale onto X, so oh wait, hold on, object, yeah, I'm in object mode, so I should be able to scale. Hold on, there we go. So SX, we push it out. There we go. So now we can move it a little bit this way. That looks good. Now what we'll do is 3, grab this guy, match them up pretty nice, wireframe, pull it up, move it over a little more. Too much, just a tad. Good. Okay, so that looks pretty good right there, center. And then if I have to use a drill and drill the hole out or something, I can do that. It's not a big deal. I just want to make sure we get like close enough. So anyway, now that we have this, we can go ahead and start booleaning the rest of this stuff out. So go to Z, bring it up. And you can see that this is a little too far out, so we're going to have to pull this in just a tad, so that way the bolt can be hidden. So we're going to have to still extrude this out a little bit. SX pull. I'm going to have to delete all the vertices in here too. I didn't even realize that, because I don't want it to mess with these vertices in here. I don't think it would though, because this is going to be cut out first. Let's try that. So if I do here, boolean, add a modifier, boolean modifier to this guy. Wait. With this guy, here we go. Hit apply. Delete this. So if we look, see, solid, looks good. And now we just have to cut this person out. You know what I can do about that? Make it super simple. Instead of having to face everything or do anything weird, I can just scale the inner diameter hole. That will probably work out better. Come on, what's going on? There we go. Z, wireframe, B. Actually, you know what? We'll do C, scale it out. Move you in. Shoot. Shoot. There it goes. Didn't want those other ones selected. Alright. Now hit scale. Pull it in. There. Now we don't have to worry about it. And top view. See, looks better. Because we just want the outer diameter information. So if I do this to move, we want to move it back deep enough to where it can sit without having to worry about it touching our fingers or anything. I don't want it really extruding, I want it hidden. So I think that looks good enough. I mean, even if it is poking out a little bit, like right here, I can shave that down with like grinder or something. I just want to make sure that I don't have any issues. So now what we have to do is go here and boolean, grab this guy, click on this, hit apply, delete this one, and that should do it. Let's see, solid mode. Okay, that one looks a little weird, I guess. Actually, I kind of like that it has this little lip, because then it will fit flush with our stuff, I think. I mean, I could pull it back. I guess I probably should pull it back just to be safe. I'll do that, why not? I mean, I like it, but I don't know if it'll work or not, and I don't want to waste any filament, so. We just need these vertices, so what I'll do is deselect that. I wonder if I can shift grab. Nope, that ain't gonna work. C, grab everything and just rotate around all the way around. There we go. And then if we go to this view, front view, hit Z so we can see wireframe, and then we can just pull these back. Oh man, what's going on with that? Okay, let me do B, grab this, pull it back. Okay, there we go. That looks okay. Solid. Now we can double check. And yeah, we're good. That looks fine. Still has a little bit of protruding, which is fine.
You told Maddie I can come in the lumpy room?
I didn't say anything. Anyway, so we have everything now that that's finished. We're finished with this design, I believe, at least for this flat portion. So I'm going to export this out as a STL, and then we'll put it into my slicer program for Kira. Then we'll slice the information, place it on an SD card, print it out, and see what it looks like. I'll show that on my next video. Then we'll start working on the rest of the design. So we'll have, if I go to top view here and hide this, you can see the rest. So we still have to design this piece, the cover, and my cover is going to have like a cover plate that helps it cover the rest of this information, so nothing can get inside the gears. I'll have like it extrude out, and then the only thing that'll be coming out would just be this gear right here, but everything else will be hidden. And then on top of that, we'll have a ball bearing that will sit inside of here on this side, so that way it'll roll nice and smooth on each end. We can extrude this out a little bit so that way it can have that. I probably should, now that I think about it. Let me just do that really quick. So first, go here, solid mode. We're in edit mode, so that's good. That's where we need to be at. So we hit Control R, scroll up. Well, actually, do one, bring it down this way. It's about here. And do another one. Scroll back over here. And if we grab both of these, the whole face, go on 1 or 7, pull it out, and then if we scale it on the Y, S, Y, then we rotate a little bit, make it a little straighter. Then we pull it back a little bit. That looks pretty good. Then we can pull this out a little bit to kind of help out this edge over here. So I grab these two and pull it out just a tad. Same thing with these two, pull it out just a tad. Kind of smooth it out a little bit here. Alright, now that doesn't look too bad. So yeah, now we have a spot where we can mount our gear and stuff too, so that's good. All I have to do is just cut a hole out for the gear. I probably should set it up for the actual ball bearing. So ball bearing, I think, is 16 millimeters. So I probably would have like 2 ball bearings maybe, so they can both roll without any issues. So let me just measure that real quick. I know I was trying to end this video, but I got food to eat and it's like sitting there getting cold. I'm probably gonna have to heat it up. I don't know. 16 millimeters, yep. So we add a cylinder really quick. Shift A, cylinder. Change the. We're in. We're in object mode. I don't want to add an object mode. I mean, edit mode. Need to add an object. There we go. Cylinder, done. We're gonna change the dimension 16 by 16. And then we'll do 10. So that's, wow, that's pretty big. I did not realize how big this was gonna be. And then on top of that, I don't know if we should do like to be able to pull back and forth. Maybe I should make these holes a little longer so it has the ability to adjust for the tension or like how close we're having the gear up against the part. So I'll go ahead and get that done right now. So hit Z, wireframe, click on this, no, this, there we go. Object mode, and it's super simple. Oh man, what the heck just happened? There it goes. It's super simple. All I have to do is deselect everything, grab B, grab this, grab this, grab, oh man, no, not done. Grab this and this. All I have to do is just pull it forward. So it gives us a little bit of room to play with here. And the same thing with this side. Oh, hold on. I didn't get the center. Definitely make sure you get that center because you want to make sure everything gets pulled over correctly. And then we can grab all these and pull that out a little bit too. It's going to be a little longer, but it's alright. So, deselect, B, grab all these on this side. There we go. Just pull that out a little bit. Then we just have to smooth these guys out over here. Oh man, come on. I hate this. I like just double click and not triple clicking this. It's confusing me. Alright. Right there. No, I need my N. B. Grab. Pull. Good. Alright. Alright, so we have that. That looks pretty nice. And so now we have to set up our ball bearing. So we can pull forward. So right there looks pretty decent. Let's see, we'll have to probably move it back just one, and I'll move it down this one. Let me zoom in, move this picture. Let's move it down a little bit. That doesn't look too bad. Okay. So now I'll have to do, so if this is 16 millimeters, we're gonna have to do about 18 millimeters for the next circle. So what I could do is just duplicate this one, leave it right there, change it to 18. Now give us a set point where we're gonna, what? No, I want that to be 10, or let's just do 15. So what's happening right now is we have a set point for where our stuff is gonna meet and actually set in. So if I do solid, we'll pull this guy up to match. Pull this guy up. So I don't know how thick. Let me see how thick this one is. It's 5 millimeters. So where are we at here? This one's on 10, so we just need to bring this down to 5. What the? There we go, 5. There we go. So that's our ball bearing. So we'll have it sit in a little bit. So right about here looks pretty good. And then this one doesn't have to be that big either. I was over exaggerating. Hold on. Let's do 8. No, that's too big. Let's do 5. We could do 5 because that one's sitting in and we just need to pull this down. And then the other one that's in there. So if I do wireframe, click this. Where are you? There it goes. We'll make this one 10 to cut out of that. Maybe 10 was too much. If that's 5, let's just do 6. There it goes. And we can just pull it up 1 to come out of that one. How far is that? Now we want it to match this piece. There it goes. Okay. Good, good. Now all I have to do is group this one to this. So we'll do, we're in object mode still, yep. Alright, so add a modifier. Another boolean, guys. You gotta love these booleans. Alright, so now we do union. We're gonna click on this one. We hit apply. Then we're going to delete this one. And the other one's still there. Then we're gonna do a difference for the other one. So if I go here to boolean again and then apply difference to this guy. Okay, that didn't work. Did it work? I don't know. It doesn't look like it's selected. That was weird. Let me remove that one. Let's try again. Boolean difference to this one. Apply. Delete. Okay. So yeah, I did apply. So now we have somewhere to set our ball bearing in. Now we have to just cut out another hole though. Oh god, I forgot. So let me scale this one down so we don't have to delete that one just yet. Let's go, because the inner diameter hole to let the screw out is 5 millimeters, I believe, too. So we'll do like 5.5 or something. You can scale it. So it's from 16 down to 5.5. That'll give us enough leeway for our screw to sit in without any issues. And then we'll have to make this one, let's just do 20 so it can cut all the way through. And now we can do a modifier on this guy, boolean. Click on this one and hit apply. Now we can delete it. And now we have where we can see our cut hole for the screw to go through, the ball bearing that it's going to be riding on. Everything looking pretty good. So literally we made the whole entire follow focus information. And like I said, we have this mounting bracket that allows us to pull back and forth our stuff so we don't have to worry about the stepper motor not being able to be pulled or tensioned or pushed up against the gear, so you can adjust it. You don't have to worry about the gear not being set up right. But it's looking really nice. Now all I have to do, I'm gonna double check this. This looks a little strange right here. I don't know why that's looking like that. I mean, I guess it's fine. I'm not too worried. Just want to make sure everything is looking right. But it looks good. I like it. Maybe I could do like a loop cut right here to like flatten this part out. So I just want to make sure that stepper motor information is sitting flat. Okay, so object, our edit mode, do 7. Let's see, a loop cut. Okay, it's not doing any loop cuts, that's not good. What if I add a knife tool? Why won't you let me a knife? I'm so lost. I can't knife anything. I guess I can make these two sides flat. Z wireframe. Oh, there was a knife. Probably it's just this is so high I couldn't see it through the mesh. Probably, anyway, I don't know. I'm getting confused here. 6. Honestly, I think it'll be alright. I like the design a lot. Like, this looks pretty cool for a follow focusing system with a little gear ratio thing going on. Matter of fact, I may need to flip rotate it now that I think about it, because if I put in my, oh no, that's right. No, that'll work. I'm overthinking it here. I was thinking like if I put in, because I want my follow focus to be on this side. So say like my camera is over here and I have the lens, so that would actually work out this way. Okay. So yeah, that looks nice. Good. Okay, so now I can just export the STL and see how it looks. I'll show you guys that too. So we'll go ahead and export. Let's just double check first to make sure not anything isn't hidden. But I don't think we have anything. Camera. So yeah, we don't have anything other than, you know, hiding the pictures. So if we do export as a STL, and I just type in follow focus, and then we export to my documents. And we'll hit File, Save. Follow, Focus, Save. And then we exit out of here. Now you guys can see everything that's on my screen that I've been viewing. So if I go, let's just go to my my desktop, my documents really quick and just get that loaded up. So if we do F, it's alphabetical right here. So now it's a STL. So yeah, I got Creawesome mod for my Cura because I have Creality printers. That's all I really print with. Oh yeah, so I did have something hidden. Crap. I thought I had moved that. I didn't even see it. Let's go back. I'm gonna have to get this one pulled back up. Where is it? I thought I unhid everything. Oh wait, it's because I was in edit mode. There we go. Now I'll just delete this guy. Now I can export it. I don't know if it'll pull these in. Maybe, I don't know if I should. I'll just delete them. I don't care. Delete. Oh, wait. Not that. This. There it goes. Nothing else. Export as an STL. I'm going to go get this one cut off. And we're going to delete it. So we don't need that one. Delete. Okay, so we're going to export as a STL. There we go. And before I close this, I will bring it down. Let me see, I'll get the other one brought up. Okay, documents. Follow focus. I know you guys can't see this right at this very moment, but I just want to double check to make sure it looks right. Okay, it looks right, but it's definitely looking strange too on top of that. Like, it looks cool and crazy. I kind of like the design though, I'm not gonna lie. It's interesting. Got like a weird setup going on. But so yeah, let's go ahead and I'll get back into Blender. Get this pulled up. We'll undo all the deletions so we can use that information later. And then we'll save there. File, save. And now you guys can see got it pulled up right here. Just double checking it. You see how it has these weird little lines right here? That's looking a little strange, but it's not bad. Once we slice it, it may actually come out alright. So let's see. One wall mill. No, we don't need one. I want two. Two. Top and bottom thickness. I want two. Lines 10%. Yep. Okay, slice. Slicing and done. It's gonna take 3 hours just to print this one part, which isn't bad. Now if we do preview, we can see what it's gonna print out and actually look like. That doesn't look bad at all. So we got 2 perimeters. So if we just scroll down here, you can see what it's really actually looking like. Yeah, it looks pretty good. And if we print it out in ABS plastic, it actually it'll look really nice for sure and be really strong. And it's nice and flat on the bottom, so that's good too. Right, I'm pretty sure if I was to do it this way, yeah, because then we're just adding top portions to all this. So yeah, that looks nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this printed out, guys. So follow back up with me tomorrow, I guess. I should be working on it tomorrow. That one will be really quick. I know this one was kind of dragged out, and I'm sorry, but I'm still working with Blender, so it's taking some time to understand. But it looks really good. I like it. I hope you guys like it too. This is just part 1. Part 2 to be tomorrow. We'll get the top portion that goes on here, and then part 3 will be us making the gears for it and everything. So stay tuned for those. This is Legit Lee, and I am signing out.